Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we are going to discuss about phrases and clauses. So we are going to start our discussion by first seeing that what is the similarity between phrase and a clause. In terms of similarity, both are groups of words that have a meaning. If I talk about differences, so a phrase is not a complete sentence and there is no subject-verb combination that I will discuss by giving you some examples. And in terms of clauses, there is a subject-verb combination and it is a complete sentence. So now let's look at these examples. Away from my office, and the second one, Abdul Rahman won the cricket match. So you can see that both of these are meaningful, but one of them is a phrase and the other one is a clause. So what's the difference? Here, near my home is a phrase, while the second one is a clause. So the difference is that a clause is a group of words that with the subject-verb combination. So if you can see in this sentence, Abdul Rahman is a subject and won is the past tense of win, which is a verb. So this is a subject-verb combination and this is a clause. While a phrase is a group of words without a subject-verb combination. So you can see that in away from my office, there is no subject-verb combination. So this is a phrase. Actually, this is the basic difference between both of them and you have to keep it in mind. So now we have to discuss some common types of phrases, and these are the 5 most common types of phrases: noun, verb, adjective, adverb and preposition phrase. And now I'm going to show you some examples. See the different types of phrases and their examples are mentioned. So let's discuss these phrases. First of all, the noun phrase, you can see we have an example, the largest river in the world. So here this group of words or sentence is focusing on the word river, which is a noun. So this is a noun phrase. So the next example we have is will be walking. So this is a verb phrase because it consists of only verbs. Then the next one. The next example is very friendly. So you can see that this phrase is focusing on friendly, which is an adjective. So this is an adjective phrase. And then you can see in the next phrase, we have fast, which is an adverb. So that is the main word. So this is an adverb phrase. And the next example is a preposition phrase. You can see the example, which is on the 30th. So it tells us about a place or about time using the preposition on. So this is a preposition phrase. Now we are going to discuss the types of clauses. Students, you have to keep in mind that clauses and phrases both are a group of words. But when we talk about clause, there is a subject-verb combination in it. Now the 2 most important examples that you need to know is the independent clause and the dependent clause. Now if we talk about the independent clause, as the name says it, it can be a sentence or alone. So I can give you an example. She drank water. So she is a subject, drank is a verb, which is the past tense of drink. Why we call it independent? Because it can be a sentence on its own. Now we will discuss the dependent clause. Now, although it also has a subject-verb combination, but it cannot be a sentence. So now let me give you an example. As the name itself says, it's dependent. Now let me give you an example. When Nawal got home. Nawal is a subject, got is a verb. But it's not a complete sentence because if Nawal got home, then what? What happened? So this is an incomplete sentence. So you have to remember that to make it a full sentence, you have to combine it with an independent clause. So then the sentence will be, when Nawal got home, she drank water. So now this is a complete sentence. Dependent plus independent clause. Now I will give you one more example. Kindly meet me tomorrow if you can. Now in this sentence, kindly meet me tomorrow is an independent clause, while if you can is a dependent clause. So both of them make a complete sentence. Now you have to keep in mind that dependent clauses usually have words like when, while, whenever, before, after, because, if, unless. So these are the words that are used most commonly.